Hi, everyone. Good morning. Merry Christmas. I get to say it, like every day for 12 days now. hmm Grab a cup and join me. Let me know how the sound is. I have some of that cinnamon snickerdoodle, and I did put a little hazelnut in it. Good morning. While we're saying good morning, we did have snow. We had at least 2 to 3 inches when we woke up on Friday morning, and I thought, well, this is great. Started to rain and it melted it all away by the end, like by 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday, it was all gone. So we did not really have a white Christmas after all. See, I spoke too soon. All right. So what I am doing this morning is I am doing a mystery ornament along. Yep. And so nobody knows, but one person kind of knows. But I did make a pattern from like I give you like 2 or 3 patterns before, but one or two of them were someone's tutorial. Today is there isn't any. It's just my own. So I'm going to be using a medium 4 and an H 5 millimeter hook, and I'm going to do 2 colors. So mine is blue and white today. You can do whatever colors you want, but I put a little sparkle in mine, and there'll be some extras coming up as we go through. So I didn't want to give away what it was yet. But first thing I want to do is, holy cow, how many snowflakes showed up on the Happy Scrappy? I believe I counted 25 snowflakes. That is awesome. And some people even did more than one, but I counted 25 people that actually participated. So, of course, this morning I put all 25 in the wheel. We're going to draw a winner from last week's make along. So, if you're joining us here and you didn't make a snowflake, that's what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and push that and draw a winner. I start the day out with a drawing. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Mine's just beginning. All right, let's see who won today. Stephanie Sperry won. I got to tell you, she's a new group person. She's somebody's daughter that just joined, I think, maybe a week or two ago. And she did a couple of the ornaments. Oh my gosh, congratulations to Stephanie. Now, I don't know if she's here, but what I'll do is I will link her name in the weekly update on my Facebook group, and that will alert her that she has a choice. She has a choice to take a prize under the tree or a spot on the bracket board from her win on making the snowflakes. Yeah, her mom might be here, so she might find out. All she has to do is send me a message. Email is below, or instant messenger is nice too. And there were, like I said, 25 entries. Holy cow. All right, so this morning we're going to take our H hook. You don't need a real long tail this time, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to give you the first row right away. So chain 2 and make 6 single crochets in that first chain. That's how we're going to start. So six single crochets in your second chain from your hook. You know, it's 40 some degrees, like 45 degrees out or something. It's ridiculous warm. I can't believe how warm it is. Your first row is chain 2. Make 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. Make sure that first one is not that tight because we're going to go ahead and slip stitch in your first one and make a loop, or that is crochet in the round. So your first row will have 6 single crochets. You're having Christmas cake for breakfast, Ravini. You'd made your first ornament and just posted it? Well, I got to tell you, Happy Scrappy will be 1 week for you to post this ornament. And then next Sunday, I'll draw from that, and that'll be the last make along in the Happy Scrappy for this admin. I'm pretty sure that the group will be archived after that. 80 degrees on Christmas Day. Wow. So everybody that is joining us, we are making an ornament. It is still a mystery. You'll need a little bit of 2 colors and an H hook. Your first row is chain 2, 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook, and then slip stitch to join in the round. Your second row is chain 1 and make 2 single crochets in every stitch around. I forgot I had to count when I was doing this. Oh my. So has everyone watched yesterday's video? Vlogmas day 25. If you have not, later on, go and check it out because I have drawings going to be going on from day 24 and day 25. And by the way, I do want to say, if someone is answering the scavenger questions in the comments, don't believe them. Make sure that you decide for yourself if they've answered it right. Just saying. You should have 12 single crochets for your second row. And after that, you will slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. I'll repeat them one more time, Latoya. One more time. We will catch up now that I have row 2 done. First row, chain 2, 6 single crochets in your first chain. So your second chain from your hook. 6 single crochets for row 1. Slip stitch to join. Chain 1, row 2, 2 single crochets in each single crochet around, and you'll have 12 single crochets to finish off row 2. Slip stitch to join. All right. So at this point, I'm going to ask my friend Debbie for a little help. And we're going to give away a paparazzi necklace today. So we have been doing this every week. And this week we have necklaces. You don't have to enter in this if you don't want to win a necklace. But it's been fun to give away the inventory. Boy, this one's really tangled up. It's a real long one. And so it has a dangly section. And it gets tangled when you stick it in a bag. So let me untangle it. You will have your... Okay, it's ready. You'll have your choice of necklace. I'm going to show the both of them. And you can tell Deb in the comments when she marks the chat if you want green or black. All right, so here is the black one. This one is silver and black. It has all kinds of charms all around it. It has big black beads, charms, a heart charm, a flower charm, and that is the black one. It has got a chain extender and a pair of earrings to match. This will be a shorty, so it'll lay around there. And that is the black one. Like, there are all kinds of charms on here. You could probably even take this apart if you wanted to. The second one is a long one. This one has a long, I think it's 22 inches or something like that. And it has these tassels with the green, big green gems. And then it has these matching earrings with the little green gems. And those earrings are not very long. They're kind of perfect size. But it'll be a long one. It'll hang down like this. All right, so we have black and green for your necklace. If you would like to win that, you need to have United States address, be 18 years of age, be a subscriber here on the channel, and send me a message if you win, please, letting me know that what you won and where you won it from, because every week yes, we do have a red curtain today right over here. Did you notice that? There is a big red bag in the back of the room. We'll be getting to that shortly. Let's do the necklaces first. So all you have to do is comment below right now what one you would like to win, black or green, and we'll give that away in just a moment. We're going to do row 3 here as soon as Deb marks the chat again, but give me a second, couple seconds here. Let's see what else. Oh, Steve. Speaking of Steve, Steve made a snow girl. He did another amigurumi, and it is posted in the Facebook group on the Snowman Along page. So don't forget to pop over there and see it. What a job he did on it. Oh my gosh. It's awesome. Go ahead, Deb, mark the chat. And while Deb is finding a winner for that, not sure if Stephanie's here or not today, but she helps her. We will go on to row 3. And I know Deb has been doing these, but I can just tell you that yes, you are entered, Steve, in the Snowman Along. All you have to do is do a snowman themed item, and that counts it. Absolutely. Okay, so we're chaining 1 for row 3. We're going to single crochet in the first stitch and then do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So you're increasing. Your row 3 will be chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and you'll repeat that all the way around. So the third stitch will have 1 single crochet, the fourth stitch will have 2 single crochets. So you're increasing all the way. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. Monkey bread. I want some monkey bread. Oh, I haven't been to any parties in a long time. I used to work at a bowling center, and every single night of the week, one of the leagues would have a Christmas party. Sometimes in the morning they'd have one, sometimes in the afternoon, but by the end of the week of Christmas, I was partied out because everyone would bring a dish to pass, and you'd have 25 dishes to choose from every single night of the week. And oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun. COVID has killed that, huh? Yeah, so I haven't been doing that in a long time. I believe the winner for the necklace is Sherry Eccles. Congratulations to Sherry. And she'll get back to me about that, I'm sure. After you're done with row 3, you should have, I believe, 18 stitches. Yep, 18 stitches. Whoops, I just ripped one out. Okay. Your last stitch should have been an increase, and then you slip stitch to join in your first single, and that is the end of row 3. Now at this point, you could, if you wanted to, take your end and weave it in and get rid of it. You don't need it for the end. Sometimes it's easier just to do that now, because when you finish something and it's hard to get into short spaces or tight spaces, then you're like, I wish I would have weaved that in earlier. So that's just the way I do things sometimes, is just go ahead and do it now if I'm not going to use that end. And just cut it off and get rid of it. Row number 4 will be the same all the way through row number 5. So you're going to single crochet, you're going to chain 1 for row number 4, and you're going to single crochet in every stitch around for 18 stitches. And you will do row 4 through 9 the exact same way. So 18 stitches will hold true through rows 4 through 9. And the easiest way for a new crocheter is to just slip stitch at the end of each row and join. If you do not want to do that, At this point, you could just put a stitch marker there on the first single crochet of the round and not join. Just go ahead and go around. That's up to you. But 18 stitches for a round, and we're going to go 4 through 9. No. Don't cut. It's the same color. I only cut my tail end, the tail that I was at the beginning. That's all. I weaved in my end. So rows 1 through 3 were your increased rows, and then row 4 is 18 stitches, a single crochet. Do not cut your yarn, no. So I'm going to start row 5 now with a single. Row 5, chain 1, single crochet in each one around, the same as row 4, and you should have still 18 stitches. Okay, so I have rows 4 and 5 done. It's going to be quiet if I keep this up. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? While I'm doing row 6, I'll start talking about the new year. The new year, I've been doing a year-long make-along that was a pineapple blanket for 2021. And I really liked doing a square a month. That was fun. So Deb and I came up with the idea of doing a square a month using a tutorial from one of the creators that I admire, and she agreed. So next week would be the actual start of New Year and a new blanket. So I hope that some of you that enjoyed the pineapple along will also enjoy this one. It is going to be announced next week, so I'm going to wait until next Sunday to announce it. But I was thinking that because you like to make things together on the live, that we could start a square on the live for that new make along. What do you guys think of that? Let me know what you think of that. Because even if you didn't want to do it, you could still just use the square elsewhere or whatever. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. So I can go ahead and tell you a little bit about that, but I'm not going to give the pattern out yet, not till next week. Yeah. And then we can talk about it on the live every once a month, and I can show my square for the month if I have it done. Well, Chera, you know that I'm going to give you all the instructions in a post on the first of the month in the Facebook group. So, and most of that is your choice anyway. You can go and look at the pattern and decide on your own what yarns you want to use and that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. You got it done? Oh, yeah. So everybody needs to remember to post their finished pineapple blanket also, because I would like to pull that winner maybe on the live next week. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. So we're doing rows 4 through 9, 18 stitches around. And let me see what row I'm on. Just a second. Row number 8. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this just a little bit. What I was hoping to do for myself was to use a different color, or maybe 4 or 5 different colors for this blanket that's coming up for this year. And what I want to do is I want to use mandala ombre or big twist, but a cake of yarn that does something like that. And the ombres are perfect. I don't like a lot of really big changes in color, but some of you will. So that'll give us a unique blanket depending on our taste. And each one of these would make a square. So we'd have 12 squares that, like, this one would be one square and this one would be another square. And then all 12 squares could possibly be a different color, but it would be this ombre effect. So that is what I'm planning for next Sunday and for 2022. And this will be like, this is a 4 medium, so it's going to be, it's going to work up good. There are 344 yards in one of these ombre cakes, and I don't think I have 12, but it doesn't matter because you could use something else. You could even use I love this yarn in some kind of a, right? As long as you like the colors, it doesn't matter. So you would have 12 squares, and they're going to come out. When I start this, I'm going to give you an idea of how big the square will be, but I'm shooting for 16 to 18 inch square. And that should be enough. 334 in that one. The big twist has 206, but still, I think you only need around 200. But, well, we want it to be big enough. I'm gonna be making mine to give away to my daughter-in-law next year on Christmas. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. I would like to finish row 9 now. So how many people are caught up? I'm going on row 9 now. I have to watch the replay to get the pattern. I'm not going to go back over it again just this time. But we are on row 9. And in a minute, I will pick it up and show you. I'm using a blue sparkle for the main body. Haven't told you what it is. And there, I have a little tiny, what appears to be a hat. And that is row 9. Now, at this point, I am going to change colors. You can do this 2 ways. You can keep your blue and just lay it aside, and pick it up later, because we're going to do one row of an opposite color or a contrast color, and I'm going to use white. So yeah, this sparkle is exactly what it is. Big Twist Twinkle. I love this. If you ever get a chance, grab a couple of each one of these colors and throw them in your stash for Christmas ornaments, because you can get a ton out of one of these skeins. I mean, this is just perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my blue aside. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to just bring up a loop and let it lay there. And I'm going to take the white and I'm going to single crochet in every stitch around. I'm going to start a new one. You can do it whatever way you want to do it, but I'm going to start a new one and I'm just going to tie them together after. I'm going to single crochet in every stitch around for 18 stitches and just leave my blue hang there as if I'm just going to ignore it sitting there for a second. And 18 stitches of white around. And while we're doing this, Deb is going to prepare you with a mark for the D-stash for today. Anyone that wants to enter in the D-stash, how I want to do it today is put in your weight, your favorite weight, and your favorite color in after the mark in the comments. And I'm going to try and find yarn in Christy's closet that will match your choices. It's been fun. I'm having fun time doing that. So you can go ahead and comment in between stitches. And you should have 18 stitches of your contrasting color. And then at the end of the 18th, go ahead and slip stitch to the first white single crochet, forgetting about, just go over the top of your other work, just leave it alone. And then cut your white. And just leave that tail, tie that off. And just leave that tail alone. Just leave it go. And then reach down in there and find your blue and bring your loop back up. That is all I did, was leave my white tails, and there's my blue loop in the back. Yep, so go ahead and put in your choice for Christy's Closet D-stash. Now, if you make that loop long and set it down, you can take those tails and sew those tails in and get them out of your way of the white. I usually take the two and make a knot with the two, and then go ahead and take and sew them in. To enter into the D-stash, you do need to have a United States address so I can mail it to you and not pay a fortune. I know most everybody that is here is from the United States. Usually we have that. Nobody is here from outside. I'm going ahead and getting those tails out of my way right now because I want to have a finished product done. Go ahead, Deb, mark the chat and find me a winner so I can walk around the room and find them some yarn. All right. As soon as I get my tails in, I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. There. So now what you will see is you'll see that. And there's your blue sticking out. Okay. So now I still have my blue tail, my loop on, I just pick it back up again, chain 1, and I'm ready for the next row, which will be row 10. Is everybody caught up with that? I'm going to wait and I'm going to talk about this winner here. I told you it was my own pattern, so you got to learn a new trick here. It's only crochet. You can rip it out and do it again later, right? All right, I'm waiting for a winner. So as soon as we got a winner, we have a winner, then I will talk about the next item. So let's see. We're going to do a new make along next year, 2022. 12 squares, 16 to 18 inches with a cake, I guess. Well, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to probably have a lot of purples and blues in mine because the girl that I'm making it for likes blue and purple. You're going to find out here in just a minute. I'm going to finish it with you. So I'm done with the white. I don't need it anymore. That's all of the contrasting color that you will have. And I got to say that Irene, she showed a picture on her personal page of her elf, and he was in trouble. Always doing stuff. And he had his hat. He had the hat on that I sent her, the ornament hat. And I commented on it. He's still wearing the hat, I said. She said, yeah, and he's going to be leaving tonight, and I bet he's going to take it with him. Oh, my gosh, I can't even. You guys are so funny. All right. Oh, yeah, you can use whatever you want. When I give out the tutorial person and pattern that we're going to use, which will be next Sunday, when I give that out, you can go and watch it first before you decide on your yarn. I just know that I want to use the 4 because I really think the ombres are gorgeous, and I can't imagine. I'm trying to say is I think if I use as many ombres as I can possibly find, and I have some other yarn I love this yarn. I want to mix it up and use that. I think it's going to be really different. I think each square is going to be really different. Okay, Tracy Carr won. Oh my gosh, I don't think she's ever won anything. She would like a number 3 or number 4 sparkle or teal aqua. Okay, congratulations, Tracy. Let's see what I got. Tracy Carr. Okay, before I go hunting, I'm going to think about where I'm going to hunt this out. And because, sparkle is hard to come by. But I might have some. So anyway, before we do that, she won. Before we do that, I would like to talk to Tracy a moment. Tracy, when you win here on the channel, a lot of times I make it difficult. If I can find a blue or teal sparkle, I will definitely bring it out on camera. However, if you would like to make a yarn deal, I'm willing to listen. You can trade your choice right now for a spot on the bracket board, an item out of the new Santa sack that's sitting in the background, or a gift from under the tree that you have seen that you would like. Just saying. I wish I had another one of these. I would just say, hey, I got one right here, but this is used and I don't want to give you a used roll, you know? So what I'm going to do is let Tracy think about that for a minute. And I'm going to tell you that if you have gotten to this point, then you're ready for row number 11. I love it. We will wait. So row number 11 will be chain one with your first color now, and we will go back and do single crochet in your first stitch of round of your white or your contrasting color row, and that will bring it right up just like if it was never, you never did it, and you will just have a little thing in the back right there and it will hide it, no problem. All right, so row 11 will be single crochet in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the second stitch, and that's a repeat. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the second. Repeat. First single crochet once in the first stitch, 2 in the second. All the way around. So you're increasing again. Single crochet, 2 single crochet. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. And you'll end up with 27 single crochets. Did she decide yet? uh, okay, so her decision is to surprise her with something under the tree. Now, I have to tell you, my dear, that you wanted 3 or 4. So I have to keep that in mind. Okay. So if I were to choose something under the tree that was a 3 or a 4 and a blue sparkle, I guess I could actually choose the universal yarn. Because if I open this and show you, now let's just see if you like it, because that is part of the game. Me trying to find something in the room that matches what you, there. Do you see the sparkle? What do you think? I think I did it. I think I got it. I nailed it. This is universal yarn, 98% acrylic, 2% polyester. They're saying it is a 3 light, and it has 240 yards, and it will come with a couple of little extras, like one of these stitch markers from the box of stitch markers. How about, let's see. Well, you know what? Today's a special day. So I am going to add this Christmas bell ornament, or yeah, stitch marker. And that choice of prize will be taken out from under the tree now. So that won't be. If you have a comment on 24 or 25 that you wanted the universal yarn, you can go back and edit your comment because it isn't there as a choice. Not a problem. All right, and then we will, of course, throw in a couple more goodies for her. So congratulations to Tracy. I hope that you enjoy that yarn. Okay, so if you're caught up, row 11 will have 27 single crochets and slip stitch to join in your first single crochet. And now we have row 11 done. All right, let's see. Row number 12. Is everybody caught up? You're welcome, Tracy. Merry Christmas to you. It's fun. I didn't know how fun it was going to be. Yeah, it is fun when you guys challenge me like that. Oh, thanks, Chera. Thank you so much. Helps me with shipping. I appreciate it. Okay, well, guess what? I'm ready to do row 12. And this is working out great because I have a humongous amount of partying to do today. I have some kids coming at noon. We're going to go in the living room and have fun. And they're going to open their gifts. And then we're going to take and all pack up in the car and all go down to my mother's. And we're going to eat roast beast and all kinds of other stuff and have more gifts down there. So I have waited till today to do my Christmas is today. So row number 12, 13. Am I on 13 now? Yes. All right. So thank you again for that, Chera. First, on row 13, we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch in the first stitch. And then we're going to chain 3. And we're going to skip a stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in the next one. So we're going to just do a little scallop there. Chain 3 again, skip 1 stitch, and single crochet in the next stitch. So you're going to repeat that. It is okay. Okay, so 9, 10 was the, yeah, it is. It's row 12. I knew it was row 12 because it's the 12 days of Christmas ornament, right? Right? Stephanie, if you are here, that could possibly be a troll. I'm thinking it might be. Okay, so row 12, single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this, chain 3, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Yes, we are, Latoya. So you'll have 3 chains that are going to be over the top of 1 stitch and skip that stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. Thanks, Deb. I didn't think I would ever have a troll, but apparently I do. If it continues, just block it. At least you didn't say anything bad. All right, so you're going to go all the way around the entire row with single crochet, chain 3, skip 1, single crochet, chain 3, skip 1. And when you get to the end and you have 1 left, you're going to chain 1 and half double crochet in your first single crochet to finish. Thanks, Deb. So when you get to your last one, you're going to chain 1 and half double crochet in your first single crochet to finish. Okay, and then at that point, I am going to cut my yarn and weave in my ends. And then I'm going to do the last part with you. And at that point, you should know that I actually said what it was earlier, and I didn't mean to. But go ahead and finish that. If you need to be reminded how to do that last stitch, I will repeat it if you need me to. I don't think you do. How's everybody doing? Is it caught up? Let me know when you're ready. When you get to the last part, you're going to chain 1. When you have 1 stitch left, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to half double crochet into the first single crochet to join. It's a tall bonnet, the crazy hat lady. No, it is not. But it's close. Did you make it, Steve? I'll give you a second to do that. And I'm also going to ask Deb to mark the chat one last time, because if you have noticed, it says in the in the name title that it is live number 52. So that means I started the lives in 2021 on week number 1 on a Sunday, and I did 52 weeks all the way through. And I did have one that had 2 where I had to stop it and come back on. But that was so cool. So I have one last stitch marker here with the Morning Glory on. That is week number 10. So if you want to win this, I would like to give it away. All you need to do is comment Merry Christmas, or just make a comment. Doesn't matter what. You do have to have United States address to win, and I'll throw in something else. You know I will. So go ahead and comment there. We didn't hit 50, so we're just going to let that go today. People are partying. They didn't want to come on and make another ornament with me just because they don't want to make another hat. No. You know what it is. I know you do. If you know what it is, go ahead and make a comment here on the entry to win the stitch marker, and it will count. Go ahead and guess. I'll let you all guess now. That's a good idea. Only Lori Armstrong cannot guess. She's probably not here. That's why it's so quiet. Julie, you are correct. You are correct. And I am going to, what did I do with them? Oh, here they are. I am going to right now tell you how to finish it up. We are going to ask Deb. Done in house bun? Okay. Okay, well, it's not as obvious to some as it is to others what it is yet. So go ahead, and if you're done and you've got your hat, this looks like a hat, I know. If you have your hat completely done, you can start the next part. Go ahead, Deb, mark the chat, and we will get a winner for a little package with a stitch marker, the last stitch marker of the 10, and that is Morning Glory, and it is a blue and yellow flower stitch marker I have left. One last one. And I'll throw in a Christmas one. I know I will. Okay, so at this point, you're going to go ahead, and it doesn't have, you don't have to leave a specific tail. I'm just going to leave a little bit. Probably 4 to 5 inches. Actually, you do need to do that. 4 to 5 inch tail. Sorry about that. Yes, you do. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 15. And then slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring. So there's a loop. And then you go ahead and, well, I was going to do was I was going to cut another 4 inches off here. And leave 2 tails that are 4 inches long and slip stitch that down to form a knot. So you've got yourself a chain of 15 with 2 ends. All right. So I'm going to use that to put the hanger on the top. But before I do, I'm going to grab a bell. And I didn't tell you that you needed one because I didn't want to give away that it was a bell. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to put my hook into the right-hand side hole on the right-hand side. Any hole will do. And put the tail of one of my pieces down through my bell. Then I'm going to go on the opposite side and find another hole that's just about equal away and put my other tail down through there. Now I have 2 tails and a top, and the tails are not tied to anything. Oh, you are here. That's right. You're making monkey bread. I almost forgot I wanted monkey bread. Okay. So here's your bell that you asked for. Then I made a pattern for. At that point, I'm going to thread my bell into one of those feet. And what I usually do is I put it on the needle. Teresa Harp won a stitch marker and items. So, Teresa, do you have a spot on the bracket board yet? Yes, you do. All right. Okay. Well, that's okay. You have a little package coming. I will send the last. All right. No problem. I will send the last. I can't seem to thread this worth of poop right now. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm going to thread it through my bow. And then after that, I'm going to try and measure so it doesn't. I'm going to let it fall and measure so it just comes to the end of the bow and make a knot and knot those together. And then cut off the ends. Now, if you finish this, if you would like to enter into next week's drawing, please run over to the Happy Scrappy Yarn page, Yarn Challenge page, and post your Christmas bell ornament. And anybody who asks you where you found it pattern, just link them or tell them to see this live, because you know what? I don't have it posted anywhere. All right. I would definitely tie that down. And I did not do that. I was supposed to put a knot in the top of that, and I did not do that. So I'm going to have to start again with that. Oh, well, that's okay. All right, so what you're going to end up with is that. That's the first one I made earlier this week. And then I made it in maroon with a gold contrast color. I thought that was pretty cool. But then I also made it in white with a maroon and gold. So I actually did 2 rows of contrasting, actually 3. I did row 8 maroon, row 9 gold, and row 10 maroon. And then I left enough of the gold to tie it in a bow. So there's an idea. However, if you are not doing it in the round, it does leave the bow on the side of the hat that shows where you made your joins. But I still like it. I still like it. And that Dollar Tree had a package of these bells. They were red and green. So I just thought, for $1, you can make 12 of them, right? So they all turned out really good, except for I've got to fix mine that I just did today because I forgot to make the knot at the top before I put the bell on. So, yeah. So that is today's. I hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you do, and make a lot of them like you have been. Thank you all for joining me today. Next Sunday, I plan on talking to you about the new blanket make-along, the year-long make-along. And don't forget to get your comments in on Vlogmas Day 24 and Day 25. I'll be drawing 12 bracket spots from Day 24. And so today will be the second drawing. Oh, let's see what. Yeah, it'll be Day 2 for the 12 days of Christmas. So this is Day 2. And then I'll be drawing a regular daily off of 24 for those who are following the regular one where you pick a prize from under the tree. And 25 has that on it as well. It is a pick a prize day. Yes, I'm so glad. Any questions on the bell ornament? Does it look like a bell now, Steve? I mean, yes, I know you don't have not everybody has a bell, but you could put a pearl there, a big bead. You could just add a bead there. Use anything for the bell part. Um, you could also put you could leave the bell or the bell off and just put some green buttons on or something that may look like a leaf for holly. I gotta fix my bell. I gotta get this out of here and re-knot it and then put it back in. Oh yeah. So t- take a moment out of each day and be creative. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Oh, tonight. Yeah, tonight. I'll be home tonight and I'll do Vlogmas Day 26 tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. Yes, thank you guys. Merry Christmas, everybody. You guys are so funny. I enjoy this so much. All right, I'm going. I'm leaving you. Bye, everyone.